Hey, real quick, if you've ever finished a conversation with Claude, had a great architecture idea, and then thought, now how do I actually draw this thing? This video is for you. Because the next step is usually opening or draw.io, dragging boxes around, fighting with arrow routing. And by the time you're done, you've lost the momentum. There's a better way. You might already be using Claude to brainstorm system designs or work through technical ideas. But the moment you want to show someone, turn that idea into something visual, you're context switching into a completely different tool. What if you didn't have to? In this video, I'll show you how to use the AI Diagram Maker MCP server to generate professional diagrams directly inside Claude just from a plain English prompt. But first, let me quickly explain what MCP actually is, because it's the foundation of everything here. MCP stands for Model Context Protocol. Think of it like USB. USB lets your computer talk to any external device using one standard connector. MCP does the same thing for LLMs. It gives models like Claude or ChatGPT a standard way to connect to external tools. In our case, that tool is AI Diagram Maker. So what is AI Diagram Maker? It's a tool that turns plain English descriptions into professional software diagrams, architecture diagrams, flowcharts, sequence diagrams, ER diagrams, and more. Normally, you'd use it through its own chat interface, describe what you want, and the AI draws it. But what we're focusing on today is how you can use AI Diagram Maker without ever leaving Claude Desktop. So diagrams show up right there in the same conversation where you're already doing your thinking. No tab switching, no copy pasting. Just diagrams, inline, inside your AI tools. To make this work, there are a couple of prerequisite steps. Let me walk through them. Head to aidiagrammaker.com, go to Product, and click MCP Server. It gives you a high-level overview, but what you really want is Get Started. That walks you through everything step by step. Step 1 is grabbing your API key, go to Get Started, which opens up AI Diagram Maker. Navigate to Settings, then API Keys. You can create a new key. Give it a label like Claude Desktop or ChatGPT so you can track it later. And once it's created, copy it. That's the key you'll plug into your MCP config. I'll also drop a link to the full written docs in the description. Everything I'm showing is documented there if you want to follow along at your own pace or reference it later. Okay, key in hand, full instructions available. Let's actually set this thing up. I'll walk through every step in the video too, so nothing gets skipped. Let's start with Claude Desktop. Open Claude Desktop. Go to Settings, then Developer. You'll see an Edit Config button. That's where you add your MCP server configuration. It shows you the path to the config file. Open it in any text editor, I'm using VS Code, and paste in the MCP server config block. The exact JSON snippet is in the docs, so just copy it, drop in your API key, and save. After saving, restart Claude Desktop, so it picks up the new config. Once it's back up, check the connectors. You should see AI Diagram Maker listed as an MCP server, and if you expand it, you'll see all the available tools. Things like generate underscore diagram, underscore from underscore text, generate underscore diagram, underscore from underscore JSON, and so on. All right, let's actually use it. Start a new chat. Let's say you want to document how OAuth login works. A pretty classic engineering communication problem. I'll type, create a sequence diagram showing how a user logs in using OAuth. And I'll add use icons, so we get a polished, professional-looking output. Watch what happens. Claude recognizes it can use the AI Diagram Maker MCP tool, calls it automatically and within seconds. No switching apps, no dragging boxes. We have a diagram. Clean, professional, with icons. This took about 10 seconds. And you can zoom in to inspect it, which is nice when the diagram gets complex. More importantly, there's a direct link to open it in AI Diagram Maker if you want to keep editing it. Let's click that link. Once you're in AI Diagram Maker, you can make fine-tuned edits without touching any code. For example, I want to swap this browser icon from a rectangle into an icon shape. I just change the shape property and it updates instantly. And if I want a different icon, say I want a server icon instead, I click Change Icon, search for server, pick one, and done. it's swapped. Clicking any element opens a context-sensitive edit menu. So when you click a shape, you get shape options. When you click a connection, you get connection options. It adapts to whatever you've selected, which makes editing fast and intuitive even if you're not a design-heavy person. Okay, back to Claude Desktop for one more example. This one's kind of fun. Let's see if we can use Claude to generate a diagram of how AI Diagram Maker's own MCP server works, using the GitHub repo as the source. I've pasted in the link to the repo so Claude can pull the relevant context and generate something accurate. And there it is. Let me open it in AI Diagram Maker to see it properly. Yeah, solid diagram. Let me bump the font size slightly so it's more readable. What you're looking at is a map of how the MCP client connects through transport layers to the MCP server. All the available tools, how they call the external diagram API, which feeds into the diagram engine, which produces the output. Basically, the whole system in one diagram, generated in seconds from a GitHub link. That's AI Diagram Maker's MCP server, working directly inside Claude Desktop. We covered several real use cases: OAuth flows, system architecture, and even a self-referential diagram of the tool itself, all generated from plain English. No diagramming tool opened, no boxes dragged, just ideas turning into clear, professional visuals in seconds. That's the whole point. Fast path from thought to shareable diagram. You don't need design skills, you don't need to hand place every element. The AI handles the layout, the icons, the styling, all from inside the tools you're already using. Try it at aidiagrammaker.com. Thanks for watching.